I couldn't do anything. It got to a point where I couldn't even clean my own house. There are so many things that restrict you when you have something like this, and I just can't wait to get that out, because there's so many things that I want to do that I haven't been able to do for years. I kept looking for a surgeon. No one wanted to touch this thing because it had gotten so out of control. The funny thing is, the first words out of Dr. Yunis' mouth was, "Wow, that's a large hernia."
Contents of the hernia was about the size of a basketball that he carried around and kind of wrapped it up to bring it around with him. But when we talk about the hernia itself is actually a hole in the abdominal wall, and his hernia was about this big. The most common problem with it really is the general morbidity of walking around, with your intestines coming out of your abdominal cavity through the skin, and the unsightly nature of it, and kind of a generalized discomfort more than severe pain with these types of hernias. So Mr. Fico's operation went very well. We did something called component separation. We slid some muscles over each other. They came in the midline, and we fixed them with this special pigskin behind it. And even though we did all that surgery, and among the experts in the field, we'd all agree a man like him has a risk of recurrence of the hernia in the future of about 50%. If I did this operation perfectly, which I believe I did, he still has that risk. And what's the big variable that he can control to reduce that risk? It's weight. It's weight gain. If he was ideal body weight for his height, likely with the operation he had, he will never have a recurrence.
Dr. Yunis is my hero. So much energy now in my body. It's just fantastic. They really care over here. I mean, I've been coming here for 2 years. And when I first came here, I was 325 pounds, and they hung in there with me. They helped me all the way through this. I'm gonna miss them, but it's gonna be good not to come here knowing I got this, and it's all behind me now. I'm on the other side, and I praise God for that. It's just wonderful.